Okay. Ready, John?
Sure. Lance, other than one pitch to Otani, it really seemed like you were rolling through the first four. Did you feel good in those first four innings?
Yeah, I mean, whenever you only give up one run, one mistake there, and then when the fifth turned around and you gave up a couple more mistakes and it cost you 2 runs. So, you got four mistake pitches, cost you 3 runs tonight. That's pretty much what happened.
Is this a particularly tough team loss in that you get a good 3-run lead early and can't push any more across and then lose it like this? Is it a tough one for the team to take?
Yeah, when you look at it as a starting pitcher, when you get spotted 3 in the first, you're thinking, I got to get through 7 and make sure I have the lead when I come out. And it didn't happen tonight. We weren't able to add on or, get their starter out there. He was still in there in the 7th. So, that's the next step is you hit him early and then you stay on him. So that's the next step for some of these young guys to keep going here. And but they battled all the way through the game, and we just came up short at the end.
All teams are generally better at home than on the road, but this one's got really, as a team, has really strange splits. How do you figure, 500 at home and how you've been on the road as a team?
Welcome to pandemic baseball.
Thank you, Lance.
Yep.
What else for Lance? Questions? Evan?
You got one more start. What do you feel like you need to do to just wrap the season up? Because at this point in time, it's about putting a bow on what you've had as a great season.
Keep doing what I do. Don't change anything. Go out there and do everything you can to help the team win, and start off the last home stand with a bang. Is my plan.
What's your approach for this team for the last week of the season?
Keep working every day. Just because it's the last week doesn't mean you can shut it down and think you've done enough. We got a lot of guys who are need to fight for jobs for next year. A lot of guys that need to improve going into the off season. So every day that you show up, if you're not trying to improve, then we're gonna have to have a talk. But so far they've been doing that, and that's what it's all about.
All right, thanks, man.
Chris?
Last time, or I don't know if it was the last time, but a while ago, you spoke really high of Kyle Gibson, and obviously his last time out, he throws a complete game shutout. What have you seen from him, or just what can you say about what he's done recently and how he might go into next year, being as part of this rotation with you and Jordan?
Well, you look at it, when a guy first comes over to a new team, when he's been with the same organization his whole career, it's usually a learning process. Not only for you to get to know what the team's about, but for the team to get to know what you're about. We didn't have April and May. We didn't have a full regular spring training to work on things. So you're starting to see, in the grand scheme of things, it would be mid-May, into May right now, and you're starting to see him turn the tide. Everybody's starting to get to know him. He's starting to get to know everybody. The comfort level is starting to build up, and that's what it's all about. We've had some good talks. He's got a good approach, and he's starting to lock in. And unfortunately, in a 60-game season, it's a little late, but that's a good building block going into next year with the type of stuff he's starting to do here.
All right, thanks, Lance.
Anything else for Lance? Levi?
I got two, but hopefully they'll be quick. The first is just, as you are obviously a veteran, you've been in the league a while, and you're on a team that has a lot of rookies right now. Is it a challenge for you to sort of on one hand focus on, I know what I need to do, I know what I need my performance to be, but also there's another role that you were playing as sort of a veteran on a team full of rookies right now. Is that a difficult thing for you to balance, or is that easy for you?
No, it's easy. As long as you do you and you do you every day the same way, that teaches them how to be grown-ups and be big leaguers. We got some guys who haven't played above high A. There's no other way to say it. I've got more hits in double A than some of these guys. There's no other way to say it. That's just the truth of the matter. But they're working hard every day. They show up and they play the game hard. Yes, there's going to be mistakes, but they're playing the game hard, and that's all I ask for, and they're showing up and doing everything that's asked of them. So as long as we stay there, we'll be all right.
And then the second thing is, I feel like I maybe know where you're going to go with this, but I got to ask, like, after the trade deadline and the general manager says, maybe some of these deals, there's an off season thing that might happen. How much of your brain space does that occupy? The thought that there might be a deal coming in the off season.
I'll be at home, so whatever happens, happens, and I'll go where I'm told. That's the part of this game. Unless you've got a no trade clause or you got a pandemic opt out, you get told where you got to go unless you have those things. So we'll see what the off season holds.